Craziest September of all time.
We do a recap at the end of every year, covering everything that happened from influencers to politics to memes. And I'm happy to say that will be coming out. But this September, I just had to talk about it a little bit because people have been memeing on it and just saying,
what the f is going on?
Every day I'm waking up seeing a new jaw-dropping story across the world. As of recording, we're literally halfway through this month, and Charlie Kirk got
as I'm watching this, I am literally on the last day of September. This month has went by so fast. Bro, I remember September 1st like it was a week ago.
Life was just found on Mars, Nepal overthrew its government, Roblox is getting sued by a YouTuber, Russia's invading Poland, a dead body was found in a music artist's car, and the Epstein files released. If this is 2025, we're not going to survive 2025.
I thought they closed it.
I guess we can start off in order with Roblox getting sued by Law by Mike. Roblox has been going through the gutter ever since Schlepp made that exposed video on them. They've been losing billions and getting clowned on by the internet. Having politicians step up to fight against them, then getting sued by a state. I mean, when your game has animations like this, should we be surprised?
Who the fuck allowed this emote on the game, bro? Bro, what? I barely play Roblox. I mainly play like horror games on Roblox. I don't like playing Roblox that much, honestly. It's not that interesting to me. The horror games are fun though. I like that. But the emotes are crazy. Like, what is this? Who allowed this? Who allowed this on the game? Why?
This isn't even the worst of them. Like, if I showed the worst, this video will probably get taken down. So on September 1st, Law by Mike dropped a video saying he's suing Roblox and pointed out all the f***ed up things Roblox has yet to address. One of them was the fact that anyone could make an account on the website before 2021 with just a username, password, and birthday. It's the first step for every game company to have you enter in an email at least. This makes it way easier for predators to create some bot accounts and lure some kids off the platform. And also, what happens if you forget your username and password and don't have an email connected to the account? Was your account just blipped from existence forever? He also says
okay, I remember, bro, like I was damn near like 9 years old, bro. Like we would go to the library sometimes, you know, I think my dad would just get some books or some shit, and then me and my brother would just go to the computer to just play Roblox. And every time we would go back, I would forget the username. So I have like dozens of random old abandoned Roblox accounts out there somewhere.
Because groomers always find a way around it. They'll either use some type of secret emoji codes or text in the chat to still get through. Which only makes me wonder, when are these companies gonna realize AI's not built up as much as they thought it was? Now it feels like companies are only becoming unsafer with this AI bullshit. It's almost like removing an actual human being and replacing it with a robot that works half the time was gonna cause problems. But you know they don't care.
Yeah.
Roblox does anything for
like, they don't put that much effort into that fucking AI, bro. They just make it work the bare minimum and to barely do its fucking job, just to not have any employees on there because we're fucking lazy.
He also exposed that Roblox is lying about how many moderators they have. They try to say they have thousands working around the clock 24/7 to protect kids, but it turns out they only have 3,000 total, and that might seem like a lot.
As big as their game, they made how much money Roblox has made? This is $1 billion fucking company, and they only have 3,000 people working around the clock. That is so bro.
But keep in mind, Roblox has well over 100 million active players a day, which is only growing every day with more kids joining. Those poor employees. I could only imagine how many requests they have to come through.
Oh god, those poor employees just having to maintain a service and everything, bro. Oh my god, it's probably hell.
It's always worse when you have less too, because you're gonna have employees making mistakes and they probably got some quota from David Bazooki to hit. I can imagine him looking down from above on them and giving an execution order when an employee makes a mistake. Because of all this, Law by Mike said he's now joining Schlepp's lawyer to help sue Roblox, and that anyone who's had a similar experience to Schlepp on Roblox can contact him so we can add them as well to it. Right now, Roblox is looking like Thanos after snapping. If they manage to win this—
damn, I wonder how that's going right now. I haven't heard anything about it ever since like the beginning of September and like all of August.
Buying the lottery again, because anything is possible. Right after this, the Epstein files officially released to the public. Well, actually, not fully released, just partially. The fact that 33,000 pages being released is only partially—
why have I never seen anything about this? No one's talking about it. No one bro, 33,000 pages? It's probably just whack. Probably ain't nothing crazy that they're showing us. That's why no one's talking about it at all.
Sick to my stomach. This was really the devil, bro. How did we live on the same planet as him? But randomly out of nowhere, a government branch decided—
I gotta know what happened. I don't know anything about those pages. I need to know something. If y'all know something, please let me know. Please calm it down.
Decided to force Epstein's estate to release his 50th birthday book, which did indeed expose Trump for signing an inappropriate letter to Epstein. I always wonder how these rich dudes get so freaked out. Their freaky is always 10 octaves above the public. I don't know if I can show the letter, but I'm not gonna risk it because this vid might get taken down. It takes like 2 seconds to find on the internet anyways.
But if it's that fucking easy, I don't understand. So is it the picture? That's crazy because it's a picture of a woman's body. Of course, and just cootie right there. I don't know why he did this, but I guess because the way how this note is looked, I don't know what was the point of drawing this. What the fuck? This is a weird ass note, bro.
The letter itself is a bad drawing of a naked woman's body with Trump's signature directly on the bottom of it. I feel like in the past, if people heard that a president got exposed for signing a nude letter to a predator, they would assume he would have got impeached by now. Maybe this is just the bar that we...
That's a weird ass letter, bro. What the hell?
They also had a fictional conversation between them on the letter.
Yes, like, bro, what?
Role plays, such goals. I'm not gonna lie, 2 men having a fictional conversation written on a letter has got to be some form of zesty. There is never a time you'd ever see me and my homies do this with each other. At the end of the letter, the last thing Trump wrote is, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and let every day be another wonderful secret." Well, surely he clarified.
What does he mean by that, bro?
It's not my signature, and it's not the way I speak. And anybody that's covered me for a long time knows that's not my language.
Oh. Well, I have no reason to say he's lying. I believe him. Moving on. It's crazy because if I'm president and I'm accused of being a predator like this, and I'm saying someone's smearing me with fake signatures and all that, I'm instantly releasing a forensic analysis showing it's fake. Like, I run the country.
On God, like immediately the country's gonna go in panic. All right, bro. Yeah, no. We gonna settle this now. We gonna move on from this, okay? My country is not gonna be tricked into this buffoonery. Bro, we're gonna get this handled now, okay? Yeah, immediately. Forensic, bro, online. Next day, it's gonna be debunked, bro. I'm putting everything on the line for that damn accusation. Like, bro, what? No, you're not gonna put me under the radar like that, bro.
Give me the best one and get it done in a couple hours. But ever since he said this, there hasn't been a single peep from him about it. You've had to have some real genius out there to smear Trump with a fake signature 20 years ago, knowing he would be president just to use it as blackmail against him. People are pointing out also he has signatures from the past that look exactly like the one with Epstein, and even ones he signed in 2022 with that exact one. But he's changed up the signature ever since becoming president, which makes you think, is this man really dumb enough to think people won't go back to his old signatures and compare them to see how alike it is? The answer is...
You can change it all you want. If there's like a lot of similarities and it's your exact name, bro, you're cooked. You're cooked.
Probably, yeah. Russia now might invade Poland, so yay. Another World War III threat this year.
What's up with Russia starting wars with everybody, bro? What's going on with Putin? Why is he so mad? Why does he want to fight all these countries?
World War III threats are we at this year? Because every month I'm hearing a rumor that the may start up and...
Oh God! Every month I'm hearing something about a big ass war might be happening, but then it just disappears like the next 3 days.
I'm gonna have to get ready to be drafted. This month, Russia decided to send drones to Poland's airspace, which they say was an accident and they weren't intentionally aimed there. What's up with these governments thinking people in the world don't have brains like them? It's actually disrespectful because they deadass think we're all toddlers and can't tell what's real and what's not. Although nothing was really damaged and the drones turned out to be decoys apparently, Poland was not messing around with these. Word on the street is Poland's moving like the Texas of Europe. They deployed their jets to shoot down the drones because you gotta show dominance. And they also invoked Article 4 of the NATO treaty, which means they're now meeting with all other countries to discuss where further to go with this. All it takes is for them to agree to move to Article 5, and we potentially in them World War III trenches. The military better be able to hold this out with my tax.
I mean, they better not take this as a fucking declaration of war, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta be something way more serious to go into battle for this, bro. You already shut down the drones. Let it be for a while. You know, add some little more protection. Be ready, of course. But you know, come on. What if it actually was an accident, though? And what if they actually got out of hand? You know, they just went out of barrier. You know.
because that draft is one I will be dodging. I don't care if I gotta act like Timmy from South Park, I'm not going. While a country was attacking another country, Gen Z in Nepal just said f it and burned down their government. Finally, Gen Z.
How did that go? I gotta know the story
It's time
behind
for
this.
us to rise up. I don't know why, but I thought in our lifetime we would never see a government overthrown with all of our modern technology. I thought we was and shit. Our generation got a bunch of femboys and furries. Are these the people that are supposed to fight? Like, whenever I see footage of a government being overthrown, it's always from the 80s or in black and white. But this all started when in Nepal, the government decided to randomly ban all major social media platforms. And with stuff like this, it's always a buildup. The people there...
They didn't fuck with that. They didn't fuck with that at all. They was like, oh, hell no. You are not going to take our right to communicate from people across the world and to each other for no reason. No, we're not taking that disrespect.
Felt like the government was too corrupt. So this one little thing pushed them to the edge. At first, the protesters started peacefully with people asking the government to change its ways. But then the police started using rubber bullets and tear gas fighting the protesters. The one thing you never do to a peaceful crowd is start firing at them.
Oh,
because
God.
the next and only option is revolt. So all the Gen Z kids started fighting back and crowding the streets, slowly adding up to more and more until the police couldn't handle it. And in the middle of this revolt, for some reason, there was a random British tourist there vlogging to witness it all. When all other media fails, there's no other source. Always count on a random British man in a miscellaneous country recording it.
I mean, what other reason would there to be for them to be pissed off at each other, bro? They all uniting as one, bro. They gotta be nice to each other. Hey, yo, come on, help us out. Come on, let's go. Like,
It was actually very wholesome, other than the government buildings getting burnt down. People were helping each other if they got injuries and driving them to the hospital. People set up stations to give each other food to refuel. And after everything burnt down and their previous prime minister resigned, they cleaned the street together and are gonna start building up everything again. In a way,
bro, that's that beautiful story. Beautiful story. Someone's gonna make a movie about that one day, or anime.
This is the most peaceful overthrowing of a corrupt government I've ever seen. After all this, they of course had to...
So peaceful. Like, you know, the rumbling didn't happen, no wars didn't happen. You know, their government, like, their government just basically just gave up. The leader was like, yeah, fuck no. Yeah, we're not fighting them. This country is not gonna be destroyed while I'm in it as well. I'm stepping down. Y'all got it. Someone else can pull up.
Like
bro.
new people in the government, considering all the old government got pushed out. And the place they chose to pick their leader wasn't in person, wasn't through local polling. They elected their new prime minister through Discord.
Us humans, we made up all this political shit. It's not set and bound. We made it set and bound, okay? So we can low-key in America have a big ass election on Discord as well. We can choose to do that.
Gen Z, but we get things done in the stupidest possible way ever. New prime minister also would make her the first female prime minister in the country's history. So she got a lot on her plate, but you know what? Good luck to her and the rest of the Nepalian people. You could tell the government was corrupt because sadly there was 72 casualties just in the days of this going on. In America, if it came out the government off 72 people on the streets now, we would probably have a civil war all over the nation. Moving on, David, who's a singer that blew up in the past couple of years, mainly becoming...
I never liked this guy's music, bro. Honestly, it's just, I mean, it was cool, but was it playlist worthy for me?
TikTok, as most artists do.
Now I have a good reason to hate him. Hate on him, bro. Hey, he's a pred. He's a creep.
If you think you've never heard of his name, I guarantee if you hear one of his songs, you probably heard it on a TikTok before. His Tesla had been found abandoned on the street and got towed to a local towing yard. It was there for a while when the workers started noticing a bad smell coming from it. And when they called the police found a body in a bag in the trunk. I could not be a cop because I would not be the same after seeing something like that. As soon as it came out, all of his fans were like, it's over. Their favorite TikTok artist turned it.
Like, no one's explaining what happened to his Tesla in the first place. Like, if no arrest is made and he's not a suspect, why is no one saying anything about what happened to his Tesla 3 days before or days beforehand? Or how did his Tesla end up abandoned in the first place? No one is saying anything about it. I'm not believing anything on the internet, like all the evidence, you know, from his songs and all that, bro. It's good evidence, but am I gonna believe it? Fuck no. You niggas ain't police. Y'all don't know what the hell is going on.
Turns out at the time it got found, he was on tour already for a while. So unless he pulled some mafia type of calls and had someone taken out and left in his trunk for some reason, which doesn't make sense if you're trying to hide a crime, but whatever, then it was pretty much impossible for him to have done the crime. The police also said he's not a...
I mean, yeah, he was on the tour as well, but her body has been like decomposed for like a long time. So this is a really, really weird case. I'm very curious to see how this is gonna turn out.
Suspect that he's working with them to help. That's gotta be awkward to address to the public, right? Usually artists are addressing scamming allegations.
But he still probably did some things with the 13-year-old girl as well. Well, I don't know how. Yeah, I'm gonna say 13. She was probably 13 around the time. That's what I keep seeing.
But a murder, that's a little more than what we normally see. But f that, because now we got signs of Mars has life. One of NASA's rovers last year got a rock sample from Mars. And that specific rock sample is also connected to an ancient river on the planet. They say the Mars rocks are about 3.2 to 3.8 billion years old. Whenever I see stats like this, it's always crazy because it shows our lives are literally nothing in the grand scheme of things. I don't even believe the universe is that old for real. Show me some 4K footage, then I'll start believing. The scientists found minerals on the rock that can be linked.
I don't even know how we even estimate how old the universe is. Bro, we can't estimate that. It doesn't make any sense to me. How can you estimate before we even created time itself for us to understand our days of living? Time, it doesn't exist. How do we know how many years to have? I don't know.
To life-friendly signs, which they match with the ones we have here. It also had elements like carbon, which is linked to microbiolife. The problem is, since we're on Earth and nobody's there, we can't fully confirm if it's 100% accurate. We have to manage on the rovers, which always have to break for some reason. But if they confirm it's true, it's the strongest evidence that Mars once had life like us or has life on it now. If they are there, I say we leave them alone. It would be kind of cool to chop it up with the alien and ask it how its life is going. Maybe have a little smoke session with it and get high. But we'll just drag them to our planet and all the bull we caused. They're probably gonna look at us like, damn.
I really hope don't try to drag it onto our planet. Cause why? Why are you bringing the bullshit to us, bro? That makes absolutely no sense. Bro, unless he's like Paul. I hope you guys know the movie named Paul. But Paul, cool guy, funny as hell. You know, we need aliens like Ted. Ted is not an alien, but like, come on, a funny ass alien that takes the form of a teddy bear or some shit, or Sassy the Sasquatch. He's not an alien, but like, imagine an alien like him. He's cool. Bro, chill aliens, bro. That's what we should bring to Earth.
For the last one, that's probably the most craziest thing that happened this month. You've all heard by now, but political commentator Charlie Kirk got assassinated in broad day.
That video was so wicked. Like, bro, everything was leaking out. Everyone was saying he was in critical condition and all that. I'm like, bro, all that blood that he lost in just a few seconds, he's not coming back from that.
Like, if y'all know me and my stances, y'all probably already know what I'm gonna say. Political violence is never the answer and doesn't solve anything. And judging from the reaction,
it just caused more division. That, like, bro, he didn't deserve to die and everything, but yeah, his opinions were crazy, were outrageous. But do I give a shit? Because that has nothing to do with me or my life. I don't understand why people care so much about it, bro. Yes, he had terrible opinions, but why make it your whole reality? Why make it your whole experience? Yes, it's good to let it be known that he was a bad person, but like fighting over it makes no sense. Like they're gonna have their own opinion. I don't see what people gain from having other people understand their point of view. You know, in certain cases, it's necessary, but like cases like this, what will it give you? It won't give you any clarity or peace, bro, at all. Oh shit. You just gotta accept everybody has their own experiences and perspectives, and that's okay.
Fallout from it, people are even more split than they already were. You got the dumbest of sides. One side laughing at a man getting gruesomely murked in front of hundreds of people, and the other side saying it's a civil war now and it's time to get locked and loaded.
It's time we rise.
Who the fuck?
Why is Andrew Tate
Who is this?
Civil War?
What is going on?
Worry about your sex trafficking cases and crypto scams. Stop worrying about our affairs. To me, it looks like if this is the type of precedent we're setting for political commentators, like for politicians, it's one thing. Even though it's bad too, that's something people more expect is a possibility. Then how far are we gonna go with this? Even though Charlie Kirk is on the more extreme side with stuff he says, it starts like that, then dwindles down to everyone else. It honestly shows how sad we've gotten, and I'm honestly scared of what's to come. Like for the people cheering online about this, now the other side side is pissed, and some insane person out there is probably gonna try to get some type of retaliation on a person or a group of people that are innocent as well. It's gonna be a never-ending problem, which is why it should be condemned. Is it now valid for you to get murked on the street because you had a disagreement with someone politically? Now that I've said that, even though I feel bad for his kids and I hope they can get through life well dealing with this, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm actively crying and mourning the guy. Like, two things can be true at once. It can be true that he didn't deserve to go like that and gun violence is bad, but also I'm not gonna mourn someone who sent hate to all types of groups all the time.
Literally, bro, like it's sad that he died, you know, he doesn't deserve it, you know what I'm saying, but it's also fucked up what he did, bro, sending hate, like just spreading hatred all to those groups that done nothing to him. Bro,
Charlie Kirk got one of the worst digital footprints on the internet. There's that clip people are posting everywhere when he's talking about the Second Amendment.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
And yeah, that's definitely not a good look for what.
That is a weird ass take too. Like, bro, they're basically saying people are sacrifices for the Second Amendment, bro. What?
It's like the Civil Rights Act was a mistake. Said abortion is now worse than the Holocaust. He was a huge rage baiter, and even though I'm not gonna celebrate what
A big ass rage baiter, bro. I don't understand his point of views, but hey, it is what it is.
happened, I see why some people don't care. This whole thing has turned into a giant political butt fight. You got all the conservatives blaming liberals and saying it's because of their rhetoric and the way they talk that it happened. And then you got the liberals saying that's hypocritical because they do the exact same thing and would probably laugh at one of their people on their side dying. I hate to have the commentator take, I guess, but yeah, it is truly both sides would act the same in the...
Literally, red and blue. Everything in America is a competition. Red and blue. Like, everything, like, literally, in America, everything is a competition. Red or blue. What team are you on? What team are you not on, bro? Who are you against? Who are you with? That's literally all it is. This country just division. That's it.
Scenarios if it was a person on their side. Like, it's just how things work. I do think it's funny, though, how all the conservatives are saying, how could people celebrate? Acting like they haven't been making fun of George Floyd for 5 years. George Floyd jokes were never funny to me when they first happened. And the fact they keep bringing them up nowadays, like it's supposed to be some jump scare for black people, I guess. Like, bro, it's been 5 years, almost 6 years. Let it go, man. And now you got them treating him like a warrior, saying he's the MLK and Jesus. It's gotta be some form of blasphemous. How are you a Christian and don't know you can't compare?
What? No way these niggas actually said this. That is wicked.
If Charlie's their MLK though, then I don't want to know who their Malcolm X is. People may say to me, well, Tommy, he probably wouldn't have given you the same
Malcolm
grace
X
that
might
happened
be.
to you. And yeah, I'm sure if it did.
Their Malcolm X might be fucking Griffith or some shit. Hey, you never know. It might be something crazy.
He'd say it's tragic and all, but
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths.
I don't really like this excuse because I don't live my life according to how someone else may act towards me. Like, do you act in the same way as a person you don't like? All I know though is from this whole thing,
like, literally, why would you want to be the person that you don't like? Be worse than the person that you don't like. That don't make any sense. It's just ignorance. I'm just trying. It's pride. Literally pride of just trying to be the better person for a bullshit that doesn't matter, only in your own world.
Happening and getting this many people's thoughts on the internet, we were never meant to see everyone in the world's reaction to something for real. Nothing good can come from it, and y'all better strap in this month up until the end of the year, because I have a feeling it's not gonna be a smooth ride until the end of it. Anyways, let me know y'all's thoughts on every...
Bro, we on like the fourth quarter, bro. The last 3 months, October, November, December. Last 3 months. Last 3 months of this shit, bro. 2025 has been a year, bro. It is, oh my god. Last 3 months.